So we start off here, our zeros are 3 and 2 plus I. Okay? If we have 3 and 2 plus I, what's our other zero that we're missing? 2 minus I. Okay? So there, those are my zeros. Now I want to write them as factors. To write our factors, it's always x minus. Okay, so we're going to write x minus. I'm going to have 3 of them. X minus. X minus. Okay? So it's x minus 3, x minus 2 plus I, x minus 2 minus I. Okay? If it happened to say like negative 3 there, then it would be x minus negative 3, it would turn to plus. Okay? So that's the first thing we do. We write them as factors. Then we're going to multiply them together. Okay? We always want to do the imaginary ones together first because they're going to be the easiest ones, or not the easiest, but they're going to be the starting point. So on this one, it's ugly because it's a trinomial. It's got 3 parts. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's a trinomial. All right, so what we want to do with it is we're going to use our sums and products method. Okay? Remember, the shortcut is called sums and products. So it's always going to be x squared first because it would take x times x. Then we're going to do the sums part. Okay? When we use the word sums, what does sums mean? Add. I'm going to add. Okay? So I'm doing the sum. I'm adding. So I'm going to take negative 2 plus negative 2, negative 4. And when I take I plus negative I, you get nothing. It cancels. And so it reminds me, oh yeah, I need to put an x with it. Right, 2 trinomials. When you're multiplying 2 trinomials together, that's when we use sums and products, yes. Negative 2 plus negative 2 gets me negative 4. I plus negative I cancel. It reminds me, oh yeah, it's the middle term. I need to put an x with it. Okay, so I did the sums part. Now I'm doing the products part. So now I'm taking negative 2 times negative 2. Positive 4. And then I'm taking I times negative I. Negative I squared. Yeah, negative I squared. So now I'm going to rewrite it. X squared minus 4x. I've got 4 and negative I squared. What does I squared actually mean for us? No, you're right. It's negative 1, so it's minus negative 1. So if it's minus negative 1, it's plus 1. So it's really going to be 4 plus 1. So it's plus 5. Does that make sense where I got that from? Well, you okay with that? All right, good enough. Once we've got that, now we're multiplying in the other one, x minus 3. Okay, and this is the long part, but it's not really difficult. You're just distributing again. So I'm starting here. X times x squared is x cubed. X times negative 4x is negative 4x squared. X times 5 is 5x. Now I'm doing the second one. Negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12x. Negative 3 times 5 is negative 15. There's that big old mess. We're going to combine like terms together. Makes sense how I got to there. Okay? Now we're combining like terms. So I'm going to have x cubed. Are there any other x cubes? Nope. Then we go to x squared. Negative 4x squared here. Any other x squareds? Yeah, negative 3x squared. So I combine negative 4 minus 3 more. Negative 7x squared. And then I've got a 5x. Any other 5x's? Or any other x's? 12x. So 5x and 12x gets me 17x. And then I've got the negative 15 just hanging out at the end, so it's going to go on. There is my answer. It takes a long time. Nothing incredibly difficult. You just got to remember how to do the sums and product part. We good?